Park City taking to the ice. Hunter, Francis, McCoy, and it looks like Oliver maybe starting off in the forwards. Daniel Choate and Dylan back in defense. D-to-D pass. Daniel chips it up high, goes into the zone. Ogden's going to regroup. No icing as they skated in behind their net. Look for the outlet pass. They move it up the boards. Great pressure by McCoy to keep it in. Hunter's going to turn and dump that into the corner. Ogden does have time to scoop it back up. They turn and face the other way. They're breaking out here through the middle. They could have numbers. Great job by Dylan there. Takes the pressure, steals the puck. He's going to turn and skate that up on his own. Ogden hits the brakes though and keeps it in. Dale's going to regroup, goes and tries to chip it off the boards. Does come to an Ogden player. They're low in the corner. Throw it towards the net. Harvey's going to use to cover that for a defensive zone face-off. Good first shift. We see all the kids talking to each other, having fun. Hopefully all kind pleasantries this morning and not chirping. Park City setting up for a defensive zone face-off. Sam, as we mentioned, back from injury. He's going to take this face-off and see what he can pull it back to Jackson. Draws it back. Jackson tries to move it up the boards. Ogden holds it in at the point, turns, dumps it back in. Jackson with a second attempt to clear. Nobody there to scoop the puck up for the Miners, though. Rims it around, dumps it around the back. Seamus with two Ogden players with him. A little bit of a corner battle. Ogden comes out with it, looking for a centering player. Somehow there's a skate warm-up on the ice, or a skate guard on the ice. Or no, a neck strap. Got it. Rowan cycles it in, goes with a great pass across. Just out of reach of Sam. That could have had a good opportunity to shoot there. Ogden looking to come back out with it. Seamus is going to regroup in the neutral zone. Moves, passes off the boards to Rowan. Bounces just off his stick though, and Ogden is able to come out with it. That was definitely too many men on the ice on Park City. We're going to get away with that. That was definitely a penalty. Dumps it in. Dylan's going to hold it. Looks up the boards. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to skate it. Ogden applies pressure and takes it back. Dylan from his knees, though, is going to dump that puck in. Battling in the neutral zone. Goes into the corner. Sam applying some pressure. Comes up to Daniel. Daniel moves it to McCoy. McCoy from the middle. Hard shot. Great save by the Ogden goaltender. Redirects it into the corner. Ogden holds and looks to move it back out. Chooses to skate. Hunter with a pinch play to make Ogden just dump it in. Throw it towards the net. Harvey's going to redirect that into the corner. Ogden tries to steer to the middle. Dylan with it again. Dylan's holding this puck so much already this morning. Makes a move, slips by him. Goal! Great goal by Dylan Connell. Defenseman skates in and fires it hard. Bounces off the glove of the Ogden goaltender and trickles in. Park City with a 1-0 lead. 10:26 left in the first. Dylan as a defenseman choosing to carry that puck up the ice as Park City was going for a line change. Great opportunity to create that play and that goal. Bridger wins the faceoff, pulls it back from McCoy. McCoy turns, cycles. Doesn't like what he sees, he's going to retreat back. Nice pass over to Jackson, the defenseman there. He's going to hold it along the boards. Moves it forward for Hunter, loses his footing as he battles for that puck. 3 Park City players on it though. Bridger, great pressure, forcing Ogden to cough it up. Ogden with a good pass from their knees. They stay on sides and dump it in. Jackson's going to collect that puck, circle around the back. High off the boards. Can Ogden hold it in? They do keep it in at the blue line. Seamus with the puck loose in front of the net. Redirects it to the corner. Ogden tries to play behind the net. Jackson doing a great job pinching off that pass, though, and moving it to Hunter, who's going to choose to dump it in, and maybe he wanted to try and ice the puck there. Ogden does keep it, though. Moves in from the neutral zone and dump it into the corner. Let's see if they can chase it down. Seamus winning that race, but not the puck battle. Ogden comes out with it. Oh, great play by Jackson to break up that centering pass attempt and force the puck into the corner. Ogden had somebody in position for that shot if they got that through. McCoy with it, could have numbers here. McCoy with a hard high shot from far out. Ogden goaltender is going to choose to cover and freeze for an offensive zone faceoff. Great pressure from the Ice Miners so far. A lot of fast, speed dynamic type plays. Not really setting up in the zone, but moving into the zone with enough speed and getting shots off. Oliver stepping in for the face-off. He's got Wes and Rowan with him on his forwards. Rowan collects it. He's going to stick handle through. Ogden does chip it past him into the neutral zone. Ogden dumps it in. Dillon's going to recollect from the back. Does a reverse move. Oh, everybody thought he was going forehand. He chooses to cycle back and go backhand and create some space. Comes all the way out. Rowan's going to put pressure on this Ogden defense. What a move by Rowan to collect it. Oliver's got to get back on sides. Oliver checks in. Great IQ play by Rowan there to not skate it into the zone. He knew Oliver wasn't back on sides yet. Ogden does have it behind their net. They try to move it out. Park City setting up a wall on the blue line and not letting that puck come out yet. Ogden's going to try and get another look out. Daniel holds, just chips past Daniel. Ogden with speed chasing this puck down. No icing since it bounced off of Daniel's stick. Great play by Dillon there to separate the player from the puck and not take a penalty. Ogden barely keeps it in, but they put it right on Wes's stick, and that's going to be offsides. Neutral zone face-off. Park City the lead, 1-0, 6 minutes, 11 left in the first period. Cycling through the lines nice and quick, trying to keep everybody's shifts, 30 to 40 seconds here, keep everybody fresh. Sammy with a face-off win, another backhand, moves across, that's offsides again. Mustangs just raring to go. They're into the zone a little too early there. Sam for the face-off. Hunter's ready for it. Sam's pushed it over to him a couple times now. McCoy comes in and scoops it out of the pile. He's got two players on him and burns them both. Moves to the middle, still has the puck, chips it to the front. Loose in front, Ogden defense clears the zone, or clears the slot though. Take it into the corner, looking for a centering pass. Great pass across. Seamus is in a foot race. Seamus evades the stick lift attempt. He's going to turn, circles it back into the corner, looking for an outlet. Oh, what a chip play by Sam to move that puck up and out. He's going to chase it down himself. Ogden picks up the loose puck. Jackson turns and forces it back in. Hunter doing a great job in staying back on defense as Jackson tries to put some pressure in. Oh, Dillon had that red. Broke up that pass attempt as Ogden was trying to get some speed coming back into the zone, and that's going to be offsides again for a neutral zone faceoff. And I apologize, 7 minutes, 21 seconds left. I said 6 earlier. Bridger pulls it back. Rowan picks it up, leaves it for the defense. Stick handle by Daniel. Tries to pass it back to him. Ogden intercepts. Hunter's clearing it to him, bounces off of Ogden's defense. They're still in the zone. Oh, what a cough up though. Rowan intercepting that pass and forcing the play forward. Wes with pressure. He's got Wes, Rowan, and Bridger in the offensive zone. Centering pass from the corner, bounces off of Ogden defense. They're going to regroup. Daniel's going to step into this and hopefully fire a pass. Nope, does come out. Dillon's going to hold it in neutral zone. Rowan coming in to help out on D. Trying to survey where he'd like to go. He's going to slow it up. Looks for a breakout pass to Wes. Wes is going to move it up the side there. Wes with a great stick move, forcing the Ogden player to go opposite direction. They do put 3 players and finally force him to cough up the puck. Seamus from his knees trying to make the play. Centering pass attempt. Great job by Bridger and Seamus to clear that out. Ogden holds it in the neutral zone. Park City battling for it along the boards. Daniel holds it. He's going to take that up high. I guess we're getting a Park City penalty here. Play is dead. Let's see what the ref decides to call. If I was a betting man, I'm going to call that a cross-check on Rowan. No. Calling Bridger map to the box. Let's see what the ref has to say. Calling a trip on Bridger map. Park City penalty kill. Our special teams units have been on fire since that last tournament. Let's see how we can do with clearing the puck and shutting this Ogden Mustang team down. McCoy with a face-off win, draws it back to Dylan. Ogden holds it in. Shot from far out, redirect, and that's going to go in. Power play goal for the Ogden Mustangs, ties it up 1-1. Reminiscent of a couple goals last night, redirects from players that are allowed to just be in front of our goaltender without anybody tying up their stick and blocking the view. Would have loved to see Harvey, the goaltender, cut the angle a little bit better and just get higher and closer to that person that was going to redirect. Hunter with it in the neutral zone, even strength, 5-on-5. Hunter turns, takes it in on his own, plays along the boards. Ogden puts 2 players on him and comes out with the puck. Ogden looking to set something up as they come out of the zone. Daniel's able to slow Ogden up and force him to dump it in. McCoy behind the net with it now. Getting some pressure. Good puck paddle. It comes out to the corner. Pass back to the point. Ogden players looking for that redirect in the screen. I would hope the coaches talked about how to defend against that last night. We'll see if we can make an adjustment. McCoy forced it. We could have numbers here. McCoy brings it into the zone. He's got Hunter looking for a trailing pass. McCoy leaves it for Hunter. Oh, Ogden stifles it though. Dylan creates time and space, is going to dump that in. That will go for icing. Defensive zones face off. Tie game 1-1, 4:47 left. Scoreboard still showing a penalty, however, we are even strength. Sam with the defensive zone face off here. Ogden's able to tie it up, leaves it at his feet. Jump in, and Wes is able to come out with it. Oh, out stick handles himself and just comes off the stick, but he regroups, collects, and dumps it into the corner. Let's see if he can go chase it down. Ogden having a little bit of time and space to come out with it. Great pressure by Rowan, tries to send it to the middle, but Ogden intercepts. Rowan battling behind, good puck battle there as he just gets shoved back and forth against each other. No call yet. Jackson keeps it in. Good play, but Ogden's able to put it on the stick and control. Rowan's going to come in around the corner, look for the hash mark. Sam's breaking to the net. Great pass by Rowan. Ogden just barely intercepts that steering bid. Jackson's going to turn, dump it back in behind the net. Ogden is finally able to clear. That could go down for icing, but Jackson might be able to touch it in time. Nope. No icing called off, so that's going to be an offensive zone face-off for the Ice Miners. Good pressure there as we bounce back from letting up that power play goal. Holding the blue line, Jackson Adams doing a great job dumping that puck back in. Rowan and West working together with Sam just camping out in front of the net. Bridger taking this face-off. Ogden wins it back. Their D's going to cycle in behind the net and look for a breakout. Bounce it off the boards. Dylan's going to try and meet him. Ogden dances by him, though. What great back checking. Oh, it does come across. Ogden with it. Backhand attempt goes high above the net. Loose puck in the corner. We got 2 players down on it. Body's kind of everywhere. McCoy goes for a slip move. Ogden keeps it in, though. Dylan collects. Moves it up the boards for McCoy. It does finally get chipped out. D-to-D pass by Ogden. Ogden with a soft, short pass. Good zone entry. Hunter steps in and forces the Ogden player to cough it up. We have nobody up here, though, on the point to keep that pass from coming out. Ogden dumps it back in to chase. Dylan with 2 players in behind under the goal line. Coughs it up. Hunter is able to create some space here. Turn on the Jets. Hunter, speed it up. Good control, good zone entry, but Ogden does force him to lose that puck. Seamus matching the defense as McCoy steps back to help. Centering pass attempt. Comes out. That's another goal. Park City coughing up another goal. Defense leaving 2 players in the slot. Would have liked to see the goalie come out and challenge that a little bit more. Ogden with a lead, 2-1, late here in the first. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. Seamus dumps it through the neutral ice. Ogden controls it. Oliver tries to turn and cycle it past, but the Mustangs are able to get in the way. Ogden team with a D-to-D pass. Go for the breakout. Jackson chooses the pressure. A high gamble play there, but he does work it out. Rowan with it now. Dances in behind the Ogden defense. Taking a little bit of a body play in the corner. See if Rowan cannot take a penalty. Puck down in the corner. Looking for somebody to pass to. He dances through everybody, but Ogden able to stop him, but not out. West picking it up now and moving into the corner. Ogden collects behind their own net. Good pressure by Rowan to force that out. Oliver throws it towards the net. Goalie with a pad save, redirects into the corner. Rowan battling for the puck. Ogden pushes it out. Seamus collects. Turns and dumps it back in. Ogden moves through the neutral zone. Zone entry down. Jackson forces it into the corner. Good back check by Oliver there to not let Ogden come away with that puck. Centering pass comes in front. Harvey shows it back behind though. Rowan with it. He's got West with him. I think that's the only... Rowan's going to take a really, really dumb penalty there. He made the move and then decided to just slash at him after the fact. If I read the rule book, I'd call that slashing. Pretty textbook. The puck's nowhere near him and Rowan hacks at him with a stick. McCoy with a defensive zone face-off. Ogden scoring early on their first power play attempt. See if Park City can stop it here. Ogden with it, moving back to the defense. Again, an Ogden player allowed to just sit in front of our goaltender with nobody on him. Daniel clears it out. Not going to go down for icing. Hunter's going to apply some pressure on this penalty kill. Forces Ogden to cough it up. McCoy with it high in the zone. We could have a short-handed opportunity. At a minimum, just kill some time as McCoy dances around. Hard shot. Oh! Goalie redirects it off his glove and goes just into the corner. Dylan loses his footing. Ogden could end up here with some numbers. That pass goes just beyond him. Goes for the centering pass attempt. McCoy's back to intercept. Looking for a breakout. He's got Hunter up in front of him. Got to remember, we're on a penalty kill here, boys. And time expires here in the first. 2-1, Ogden in the lead. Great matchup so far. Both teams playing quite hard. Quite a few shots. I'd like to see just a couple changes on Park City defense as far as really clearing out the slot area. And goaltending needs to be a little more reactive. It seemed like Harvey was down before either of those goal shots were actually off the stick. I'm loving the fact that this penalty time is expiring during the intermission, though. Park City might get to come out full strength. Hey, with that penalty expiring on the clock, do you know what time he's supposed to come out? All right, cleared it up with the scorekeeper. Just because the board doesn't show the penalty, they have at least communicated with our fantastic attendant of our penalty box. And they threw 42 seconds left on this Ogden power play. Park City trailing by 1. Penalty kill unit of Wes, McCoy, Seamus, and Jackson. Jackson with a nice backhand pass to McCoy. McCoy moves it in, skates in behind the defense. Ogden with a good back check opportunity though, breaks up the play. Good pressure by Wes to move in and take that puck. Goes for a wraparound attempt. Defense taken to his knees to block that try. Ogden moves it out of the corner, but Jackson's there. Hard slap shot attempt blocked by the defense. Mustangs are going to pick it up and look for an outlet. McCoy, great pressure though. He's got Wes with him. Still short-handed, tying that puck up and killing lots of time. Rowan's going to be out of the box in 5, 4. Rowan's going to jump out and step right into this play. Ogden, though, takes it back into the zone. They turn, they've got a little bit of space. Ogden controlling it along the boards. West forces it off the stick, though, but tries to stick handle around the Ogden player, catches it in his skates. McCoy's going to dump it in and chase it in on his own. Park City trying to set up some wall to not let Ogden out with it. They do come back with speed and numbers, but West isn't giving up on the play. Great back check by West. They've got a player wide on the other side. Harvey makes the first stop. Somebody clean up the rebound. Ogden has it again in the slot. Throws it through all the bodies. I think West got the shot block there. Still loose. Nobody controlling the puck. There's just a sea of red. Rowan Adams with it, though. He does force it out, and we should see a couple players go for a line change. Ogden with numbers, a 2-on-1 here. Hard shot. Harvey's able to make a skate save and redirect that into the corner. Battle along the boards. Park City comes out with it. Rowan on a long shift with the puck, though. He's able to skate in with speed. Oh, what a move to stick handle. Oh, what a pass. Oh, what a goal. Rowan Adams with a beautiful pass to Hunter, and Hunter made sure he didn't miss. Beautiful hockey play there. Late in the shift for Rowan with a centering pass to Hunter, who buried it 5-hole. Park City tying it up here early in the second. 10 minutes, 57 seconds left. 2-2 game now. It's good to see some form and function. It almost looks like that was a drawn up play by Park City. Hunter kind of coming in a little bit behind the puck leader there, Rowan. And Rowan finding him alone in the slot. Bridger for the faceoff in a now 2-2 game. Ogden tries to force it forward. McCoy's going to stop that attempt. Bridger passes back to the defense. Seamus controls. Rims it off the boards. Goes just out of the reach of Bridger. Ogden looks to cycle back. Puck battle here right on the near side boards. Goes back to Seamus. Seamus, what might have been an attempt to DDD pass. Ogden keeps it in. Bouncing puck, still in, but Bridger forces it forward. McCoy with it. He's going to dump that in. That's going to go for icing. He was just a couple feet shy of center ice there. Good wherewithal looking to dump that in and go for a change. Just needed to skate one more stride to get over center ice and prevent that icing. Defensive zone face-off now. 2-2, 10 minutes, 19 left. Fresh feet out there. We've got Hunter, Oliver, and Daniel for forwards. I was wrong. Hunter might be moved back to D now. Rowan battles forward along the boards. They throw it towards the net. It's going to bounce off the side of the net and into the corner. Hunter reverses, cycles, makes a pass. Long dump. That should not go for icing. I'd like to see Rowan here turn on the Jets. Come on, right? Pressure it. Ogden with a penalty. Interference. Time for a Park City power play. Ref's not sure which one. Ogden players are tattletailing on each other. Which one committed the penalty? Nobody knows. Just put somebody in the box. The cross check, not an interference. Park City power play. Let's see if we can draw up. I love the fact that Dylan's out there on the point. Ideally, Oliver's going to pull this back. Moves it into the corner, Rowan with it. Nice pass back to the D. Hunter turns, throws it high, bounces off of Ogden defense, but Rowan's there to intercept a clearing attempt. Rowan controls it, centering pass, bounces out. Dylan's gonna keep that, just comes out of the zone. Dylan pass to Hunter. Hunter turns and Dyke. We were clear. All right, offsides. Last night when we were definitely offsides, didn't count for anything. Tonight when we were clear, I guess it's gonna count for offsides. Neutral zone face-off on this power play. Oliver with it. Ogden forces it back to the defense. Daniel holds in the neutral zone, bounces it off the boards. Ogden intercepts. Dylan turns, looks to the neutral zone. Backhand pass gets intercepted by Ogden. They might end up with a shorthanded bid here. Still a loose puck. Hunter's going to pick it up and skate it. Rowan making sure to stay on side, takes his time. Hunter with a hard shot from far out. Ogden goaltender trapping that in the glove for a face-off here. 47 left in the power play. 9:14 in the period. 2-2. Park City trying their second power play lineup here. Sam, McCoy, and Wes are the forwards. Keeping Dylan and Daniel out there on D. Sam tries to win it back. McCoy turns, throws it towards the net. It's going to bounce wide. McCoy putting good pressure. Cleared by the Ogden team. No icing as that bounced off of Daniel. Dylan's going to regroup with the puck. Holds it in front of the defensive zone. Ogden with pressure, though. McCoy turns with speed. We could have numbers here on the power play. Stay outside, Sam! Offsides again. Park City, a good power play opportunity there. Just barely goes offsides on the power play. Ogden with a so far great penalty kill, creating 2 scoring opportunities for themselves, shorthanded. Sam with a face-off. Ogden draws it back to defense. They move it up the boards, past themselves. Jackson gets in the way. West battles for it along the boards, comes back to Jackson again. Pass across to the other defense, Seamus with it. Nice pass to McCoy. Sam looking for the blue line, making sure he stays on sides. Ogden holds it. West along the boards. It does come out. They've got a player behind, fresh off the bench. Offsides on Ogden. Neutral zone face-off. Not a lot of opportunity on that power play for Park City. We've really struggled to set up in their zone. Still tie game 2-2. Hard-fought battle on both ends. Bridger back in the face-off here. Hunter and Rowan on his wings. Bridger forced it across, but Ogden intercepts. Daniel with a battle. Ogden keeps it in on the blue line. Great block shot by Rowan. Drives the puck into the corner. Ogden controls it. Low angle shot, and that's going to go in. Ogden takes the lead 3-2. Park City shaking their heads, trying to figure out what's going wrong this morning. Too much time and space in the corner to give Ogden there, but that's not a shot that can go in. Rowan moves it into the zone. 3 players on him. He still has the puck. In behind the net, looks for a centering pass. Ogden defense in the way. Rowan recollects it again. Tries the other side. Centering pass comes out. Hunter with it. Hard shot's going to bounce out the pad. Loose. Goaltender covers. Offensive zone face-off for Park City. 7:41 left. Ice Miters trailing by 1. Park City need to show a sign of life here. It's been Ogden pressure since that last penalty that they took. Ogden ties him up in the face-off, wins it back to each other. Seamus in a foot race, turns and gets rid of it. Ogden with a little bit of time and space. McCoy comes and strips the puck, turns, moves around. He's got West down in front of the net. High shot goes just wide on the near side. West is going to try and chase him to the corner. Great job by Jackson there to choose to come in and pinch, but it gets lost in the feet, and Ogden comes out with it. Ogden with numbers. Shot from the corner. Harvey redirects it into the corner. Seamus holds it, looks to move and skate out with it. Ogden chips it off of his stick. He breaks it into the neutral zone. McCoy battling for it. Comes loose. West picks up the loose puck and advances in behind. High shot. Goaltender save. Good glove save by the Ogden goalie there. He's going to hold it for a face-off. Park City showing some life with a shot, though. Good zone entry there as we battled for the loose pucks. Goalie swap for Park City. Odin Howe stepping in with 6:46 left in the second. See if he can hold on and get a save here. Not like a save of puck, but save the game. Neutral zone, comes loose. Ogden dumps Sinclair's. That could go for icing. I'm not sure if it's gonna have enough speed. It does go all the way down. That'll come all the way back for an offensive zone face-off for Park City. Sam taking another offensive zone face-off. He's got Hunter on the inside, Dylan back on the point. Dylan's calling for it. I'd love to see this face-off come back to Dylan and see Hunter break to the net for the redirect. Ogden is able to win the face-off, though. They draw it back. Good keep by Daniel to force it back in, but it comes right back out. Dylan, neutral zone battle. Dumps it back in. Nobody chasing it for Park City. Sam's going to turn on the Jets and put a little pressure into the corner. Ogden goes for a clear. Daniel keeps it in. Comes back in the neutral zone. Hunter's got time and space, though. Skates it to the middle. Leaves it for Dylan. Dylan's able to clear it out to the neutral zone. That is not going to go down for icing. Rowan, good pressure, forces Ogden to cough it up the boards. It does come out, and that might go down for icing, though. No ice. Ref calls it off. Dylan from the corner rims it up around the boards. Ogden intercepts, keeps it in. Centering pass comes out. Odin sticks with it. It's loose. Still loose. Ogden's able to bury that 5-hole on the fourth attempt. Odin with a fantastic first save with that Ogden player in all alone. Ogden going up now 4-2. Defensive claps in front of the net. Still not clearing bodies or moving pucks out of the front of the net there. Led to another great opportunity, and Ogden capitalized. Bridger with a neutral zone face-off. Bridger with some pressure. He's going to choose to dump that in, but nobody's going to chase it. If this footage gets reviewed, I'd say the biggest thing I want to see change is when we dump a puck in, make sure either the puck carrier that dumps it in or at least one of their line mates is there with speed to go and chase it back down. We're dumping it into the corner and then letting the other team come out with it. Good pressure by Seamus there to drive him into the corner. Centering pass comes out. Nice save by Odin on the first attempt, and it goes out on the corner. Ogden holds, goes for a centering pass again, comes out. Odin keeps it. Bridger drives it into the corner. Nice clear of the slot there. That's what I'm talking about, is moving that puck into a safer space. Ogden controlling the puck. Slips past Jackson, he regroups. Bridger with it. Holds it, cross ice for McCoy. They stay on sides. McCoy, the hard shot, bounces off it. Oh, goes just over the crossbar. From my perspective, that looked like it had a chance of bouncing in. Weird angle shot it would have been, but Ogden looks for it. They've got numbers. something you can always count on Wes to do is hustle away from the puck. Like, he's so good at moving when he doesn't have the puck. He comes back and helps out with the back check. He's one of the first people to lead into the zone for a forecheck. And he has the puck now. Wes with it. 2 players on him. Throws it towards the backhand. McCoy with speed. Ogden is able to regroup and create a little bit of time with a nice reverse move there by the Ogden Mustang player. Excellent example, just what I was talking about. Wes coming back on the back check, though. Never giving up on a play as they rim it around the boards. It is going to come all the way out into the neutral zone, but Ogden has players on it. Ogden moving through the neutral zone. They dump it in. Dylan's going to collect it as a couple of players on Park City go for the change. Dylan rims it around the board. Ogden keeps it in. Throws it towards the net. Centering guy there, backhand attempt goes just wide. Another centering pass. Great job by Dylan to intercept and just run it to the corner. We're going to dump that puck in for another icing. Park City going to the drawing board and figuring out what we need to do differently to create some pressure and opportunities here. Oliver with the face-off. Ogden draws it back. He has time. Bounces off of maybe his own player and goes out to the corner. Daniel with another clearing attempt to just slap it. Ogden keeps it in. Dylan holds it in the corner. Clears it up the boards. Does not come out again. Really need to work on our breakout. Centering pass, backhand. Does find the stick. Bounces off a Park City defense. Doing a great job blocking those shots. Loose in the slot. Dylan forces it forward. Shot from up high. Great save by Odin. He ties that up for a face-off. 2:32 left now in the second period. Park City trailing 4-2. Ties up in the face-off. McCoy steps in to take it. Ogden collects it in the neutral zone and turns back in. Seamus with some battle along the boards. Nobody really coming out with the puck yet clean. Coughs out to the middle. Ogden's able to collect it. Wes stepping in as a defenseman to help clear that puck. He's got speed. He's going to turn and go. Wes and McCoy moving into the zone together. Wes steps to the side, throws a puck shot low, goes just wide. Jackson keeps it in the zone. Ogden does collect and comes back out with it. Great centering pass. He's alone on the breakaway. No goal. Ogden player on the breakaway beat Odin, but then threw it against the side of the post. Ogden back to controlling it in our zone. McCoy's intercepted that pass though. Goes to move forward. McCoy turns on the Jets. Park City could have a 2-on-1. Backhand attempt, chips it in wide. Ogden setting up the breakout. They've got a 2-on-1. Great job by Seamus to break up that centering pass attempt off of his skate. Daniel turns, fires it back in. Is not going to go down for icing. Ogden holds the defensive zone. 1 minute remaining here in the second. Centering pass or clearing attempt stopped by Sam. Sam turned and dumped it back in. Ogden put 2 players on it and they come back out. Moving through the neutral zone with speed. They somehow keep it onside. Battle in the corner. Hunter regroups, collects, tries to dump it out, but the Ogden defense holding on the blue line. Turn, fired in, and redirects off our own player. Odin with a stretch. Oh, great play by Rowan to help clear that. He's got 36 seconds to charge this in. Rowan's going to drive to the net. He's got Sam moving in the middle. Centering pass. Oh, Ogden with a good defensive play to break up that pass attempt. Puck is loose in our zone. Dylan's going to try and chip it off the boards. Ogden holds it in the neutral zone. 17 left. Daniel moves, battles forward to the neutral zone. 10. 5. Rowan's going to battle. Could be a buzzer beater. Nope, it's going to get lost behind the net. 4-2, Ogden the lead, and the second period is over. We'll be back for the third. Just hold on for a second. Go to the restroom real quick.
Oh, sure.
Thanks.
Beginning of the third period. We have Wes, McCoy, and Ollie out with Seamus and Jackson. Let's see, Ollie's got it. McCoy, Ollie's there in the corner. Oh, right in front of the net. Oh.
Sweet. And we're back for the third period. Park City trailing by 2. Throw it in the net. Ogden's goaltender is going to tie that up for a neutral zone faceoff, or offensive zone faceoff for Park City. See what kind of adjustments we made during the intermission. I would hope that the message from coaching was pressure, pressure, pressure in the offensive zone. Try and control the puck instead of just throwing it. Dylan holds it in along the boards. Oliver with a stick move. Ogden's able to force it. They get clear. Ogden in alone on a breakaway. Delayed penalty as well. Chips it high. That's going to be a goal. (5-2) now, Ogden. Since they scored on the delayed penalty, that penalty doesn't get recorded. It stays 5-on-5. Park City down by 3 early in the third. All right, ref's getting it straightened out. The penalty gets recorded on the score sheet, but again, we're staying 5-on-5. Sam, neutral zone face-off, tries to tie it up. Puck comes back to Jackson. Jackson chips it high off the glass and dumps it in. No icing. Hunter applying some pressure behind the net, forcing Ogden to try and reverse it. Jackson goes in and applies pressure and keeps it in the zone for Park City. Rowan controls it in behind the net. He's going to turn, cycle, looks for a centering pass, finds Sam, or Hunter. Hunter throws it towards the net. Blocked by the Ogden defense. No call there, though. Okay. Ogden forces it in. Jackson's going to turn with it behind our own net. Skates it in behind, looking for an outlet pass. He's got Hunter along the boards. Chips it off the glass. Does come out. Rowan with it. Hunter breaking to the net. Should be breaking to the net. Hunter should be breaking the net. Ogden comes out with it, forces it back in the neutral zone. Ogden still has it, able to dance in behind our defense. Create some time and space in the corner, pass back to the defense. Defense with a hard, high shot. Jackson stops that shot attempt from getting redirected on net. Turns loose, Hunter has it, tries to send it up the boards. It does come all the way out, but Ogden still has the puck. Ogden holds, finds some time and space for the pass. Seamus intercepts and breaks that play attempt up. Battle along the boards, bodies everywhere. Good job by Jackson to force that puck off the Ogden player's stick and into the corner. Odd angle shot, Odin handles it and redirects in to the side. Rowan's going to break out with it, goes for a centering pass to Sam, just out of reach, and Ogden recollects it. Sam applying some pressure, not letting Ogden come back out too quickly. Ogden with it into our zone. They take it into the corner, hits the brakes and looks for a centering pass. Good job by Rowan to chip that puck off of his stick though. Rowan skates through the middle with it. Rowan dumps it in and goes for the change. Bridger's going to chase this into the Ogden zone as they regroup and come in from behind their net. 10 minutes left here in the third. Park City down by 3. Bridger turns, dumps it in. Let's see Daniel turn on the Jets to go chase it. Hard, high clear, and Ogden could end up with numbers. A little bit of miscommunication by Ogden there. They jam themselves up in the neutral zone. McCoy regroups, takes it into our zone, pass across to Dylan. Dylan with it, goes for an outlet pass. Ogden's able to intercept and keep it, but McCoy comes back out with it. Oh, all the dipsies and doodles. Ogden sticks with him though. Ogden's pass attempt bounces off their own players back, and it's going to be another loose puck battle in neutral zone. Ogden holds it and forces it back in. Forwarding pass, dump attempt, blocked by Dylan. Puck battle along the boards here in our zone. McCoy dances around. Nice pass to Wes Goldberg. Goldberg with it. Ogden's kept him off the score sheet so far, which is no easy task. Great shot. Ogden goaltender is going to freeze that puck and hold on to another face-off. 8:51 left here in the third. Park City down by 3. Ogden win it back and dump it out of the zone. Not going to have enough speed for icing. Jackson, they have to chase this down as there's an Ogden player on him. Rims it around the boards. Ogden creating pressure though. They're able to regather that puck. Drop play to their defense. Their defense holds it, brings it along the boards. Great job by Rowan to come down and block that shot attempt. Tries to clear it around the boards himself, but we have nobody there to pick it up. Hunter wins the race and applies some pressure. Seamus helps out, gets the puck out of the zone, but Ogden can recollect in the neutral zone. Seamus forces it forward again. Ogden and Bridger and the Ogden player battling for it. Ogden comes out with it. Oliver gets in his way though. Seamus really doing a great job of stepping up and applying pressure in the neutral zone and not letting Ogden just come in without any contest. Rowan forced just to dump it into the corner, and Ogden has some time and room to recollect. Seamus tries to hold along the boards. It bounces just by him. Good job by Oliver there to come out and give the second attempt of help, but Ogden's still with it. Seamus blocks the first centering pass attempt. Second centering pass goes all the way through the seam to the opposite side. Jackson comes out with him. I'd love to see him skate. He skates and dumps it in. None of our forwards are skating for it, though. There's a strategy in hockey called the dump and chase, where a player dumps it in and another player chases. We've got the dump part down, but nobody seems to know how to chase right now. Oliver dances with it, goes for a centering pass attempt, bounces off kind of a lot of people. Oliver from his knees tries to make us pass to Rowan. Goalie doesn't like what he sees. He's going to freeze that puck and stop it. Seven minutes, 3 seconds left in the third. Park City trailing 5-2. Not a lot of skating when we don't have the puck, and I think that's something that needs to change, defensively and offensively. Ogden wins the face-off, draws it out to their winger. Winger's going to go head-to-head battle with Dylan. Dylan says no thank you. Forces the Ogden player to cough off the puck, but it's now a battle still in our zone. Dylan, third attempt, does get stopped. McCoy with it. McCoy and Wes. Nice lead for Sam. Sam should chip it back to Wes in the slot. Ogden's able to intercept and come out with it. And Ogden's going to have another odd man opportunity, but McCoy comes back to keep that from happening. Loose puck. Dylan picks it up. McCoy throws it forward for Sam. Sam's not quite able to catch that puck, and Ogden intercepts. McCoy clears in the boards. Just a neutral zone battle here. Ogden with a nice east-west pass. Daniel stops their zone entry attempt, though. Ogden on sides, drives it down low. Moves, low angle shot attempt, centering pass. Odin able to get a stick in front of it and tie it up. Nice stop by Odin Howe there, as Ogden turns up the pressure yet again. Six minutes left in the third. Park City draws the face-off forward. Rowan's able to go in and move and pick it up. Let's see if he can skate around some of these Ogden players this time. Hunter does kind of break the net. Rowan goes down, and puck goes loose into the corner. Ogden recollects. Bridger's able to move it into the corner. Goes for a centering pass attempt. Ogden reads it and is able to intercept. They're breaking out with speed. Nice back check by Hunter to force the Ogden players off sides. Hunter getting some accolades from the coaching staff. Great back check there is what that was. Face-off comes loose, bounces off. Jackson holds it, going to try and clear it up the boards. Ogden reads it, intercepts. Throws it wide. Seamus drives even wider into safety. Still loose behind the net. Seamus gathers it, chips it up the boards to Hunter. Hunter collects. He's got two players on him, but he's able to move it forward. Ogden jams it up in the neutral zone. Seamus recollects and throws it in again. Seamus with a pass gets intercepted by the Ogden player. Drives into the corner. Jackson up the boards for Rowan. Ogden battles for it along the boards. Hunter controls. Nice pass to Rowan here. Rowan with a breakout attempt on his own. Ogden forcing the puck off of his stick again as they come back through the neutral zone to bid their own offensive attempts. Loose puck comes back in. Hunter's going to regroup, skate around the net. Tries to do a slip move, but loses the puck, and Ogden has it. Puck's just bounced off. Park City cannot control the puck right now. Rowan chips it back into neutral zone, though. At least that's safe. Rowan intercepts the pass. Bridger breaks out. Ogden forces it back to neutral. Jackson dumps it in for McCoy to chase. McCoy applying some pressure behind the net. Help from Bridger. Ogden tries to clear it out of the boards. McCoy keeps it in, chips it back down deep for Wes. Wes trying to chase that puck down. He's got somebody like 3 times his size on a wraparound attempt. Goal! Wes Goldberg taking on the Goliath. Comes out from behind the net and buries it. Park City showing some life late in the third. 5-3, 3:37 left. See if that gets enough breath of life in Park City to turn this into a barn burner. Love to see another goal this shift. Oliver with a neutral zone face-off, leaves it behind for Dylan. Dylan moves it up to the boards. Ogden with the neutral zone, tries to move it up. McCoy, great pressure along the boards in the neutral zone, not letting Ogden players move forward without opposition. That was definitely offsides. Still offsides. And we are going to get the call there. Park City keeping that same line that scored out for another couple seconds here. See if they can create an opportunity. Oliver in the faceoff, draws it back. McCoy picks it up, but it's loose. Ogden battles for it. Daniel collects, chips it off the boards into the neutral zone. Wes is going to turn on the afterburners and apply some pressure as Ogden's forced to go D-to-D pass here, looking for an outlet. McCoy intercepts, turns to try to dump it back in. Still loose in the neutral zone. McCoy with it. He's going to step in behind. Hard shot attempt, bounces off of Ogden defense. Good shot block there. Clearing attempt stopped by Oliver. McCoy scoops it again. Daniel's going to step in and load the shot. Hard shot from the point, goes off of a defenseman into the corner. Daniel tries to pinch. Ogden's able to come out with it. Great job by Oliver on the back check. Not letting Ogden come into our zone unattended. Dylan rims it around the boards for McCoy. McCoy controls it, moves it up to Wes. Just out of his reach though. Ogden barely on sides, but they are able to keep it on sides that time. Wes battles for it. Ogden throws it up. Odin with a great blocker save. Turn, second shot attempt goes wide off a defenseman. 2 minutes left in the third. Ogden controlling it. Wes on a hero shift. He's been out there for a while trying to battle for that next goal. Loose in the feet. Everybody's battling for it. They throw it wide down and behind the net. Daniel's going to go for a dump with nobody there. Ogden defense. Oliver takes a header. Bounces the Ogden player, but he mishandles the shot. Bounces off the boards and finally out. McCoy trying to apply some pressure. Ogden controls and cycles. Sam Beardsley forcing the intercept. Sam moves it to the backhand. He's got McCoy breaking to the net. Leaves for a centering pass, but Ogden reads it. Seamus in a foot race. Comes and collects. Turn, looking for somebody to pass to. Coughs up the backhand. Odin's able to stop that and go for a face-off. 1 minute, 4 seconds left. One minute, 4 left in the third. Park City trailing by 2. Great one-time attempt by the Ogden player. Odin's able to stifle that attempt and keep it down in front of him. Park City stuck in their defensive zone. Another face-off. McCoy taking the draw. He's got Hunter setting up out wide. Ogden tries to win it back. Comes to the neutral zone. Hunter with speed and steam. 2 Ogden players are able to keep him from coming into the zone, though. McCoy with it at his feet. Move to Rowan. Rowan and Hunter could have a 2-on-1 here. Great back check by Ogden, though, to not let Rowan create space there. Battle forward along the hash marks on the boards. Ogden tries to cycle it out. West intercepts, throws it towards the net, goes just wide. Love to see full pressure by Park City for this next 24 seconds. We can get one more goal. Comes to the neutral zone. Daniel turns, dumps it back in. Ogden has time and room. They hold it in behind the net. 10 seconds left in the game. Ogden throws it down. Could be an empty net attempt. Goes just wide for an icing. 5 seconds left. Park City going to empty net for the 6-on-5. Park City stacking a line. 5 seconds left. Great to get a buzzer beater goal here. You know Not going to tie it. It would be good to have a 5-4 instead of 5-3 loss. Face-off comes back. Rowan turns. Throws it to the net off the goalie pad. Hunter with it. Low angle shot. Oh, great block by the Ogden defense. Another game. 5-3. Ogden beats Park City Ice Miners. Valiant effort by both teams there. And see you the next one. Rough. Back-to-backs.
What?
Rough. Back-to-back losses. Sorry, shock.
Sorry for the, yeah.